She's so fine. Hell on hell over. Blows my mind. Hell over hell over. Lights my
50 rounds rang out just before dawn today in a northwest Harris County, Texas neighborhood. The jarring noise around 5 a.m. was unmistakable to some residents in the 18,000 block of Apple Tree Hill Lane near Katy, Texas, as gunfire. Harris County Sheriff's Office deputies soon found 31-year-old Valeesha Duncan, a mother of an 11-year-old son, shot to death in her garage. The shooter, in a dark-colored sedan, caught Valeesha Duncan as she returned home from a night working at Club Onyx, a Galleria area strip club, according to authorities. 50 shots, wept Timothy Richard, the father of Duncan's son. The number of gunshots shocked him. Who would want to hurt her, he wondered. There's got to be something else behind this.
And we are following a developing story out of West Harris County where a woman was gunned down after pulling into her garage. The latest on the search for the suspect who fired 50 shots.
And Harris County detectives say the woman was shot multiple times at her home on Apple Tree Hill Lane near Barker's Forest Lane. KPRC2's Brittany Jeffers has been following this story for us.
She joins us live from the neighborhood with what investigators are sharing about the story here. Brittany, good morning.
And good morning. Just a tragic case, and deputies are telling us at this point they don't know what led up to the shooting, but as you mentioned, they say that woman was pulling into her driveway here when a gunman fired more than 50 rounds at her.
I don't know, like fireworks. It was fast. It was.
What neighbors thought were fireworks was actually a barrage of gunshots outside of this Katy home on Apple Tree Hill Lane. Harris County Sheriff's deputies say a 31-year-old woman was coming home from her job at a gentleman's club in the Galleria when she pulled into the garage. Someone started firing.
The only suspect information we have at this point is a dark-colored vehicle pulled up, got out, and shot approximately 50 rounds at her.
Police don't have any leads on a suspect. Neighbors like Gianna Delaney says she didn't know the victim, but hopes they'll have answers soon.
They're very private. They're like, they don't even keep their cars outside. I don't even know like who lived there. Like I'd never see them come in and out.
According to detectives, no one else was inside of the home at the time of the shooting. Right now, they say they're working to get a search warrant for the residents. In the meantime, they're asking neighbors, anyone who lives in the area, to check to see if they have any surveillance camera footage that might help them try to identify this gunman. Reporting live, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC 2 News.
The shooting was among 4 deaths that authorities in the Houston area rushed to starting last night when Houston Police Department officers investigated a stabbing around 9 p.m. in the 8300 block of Willow Place Drive. Police said they believe Erica McDonald, 29, stabbed her mother to death and wounded another relative. The woman has since been charged with murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. 2 hours later, in the same county, a man shot and killed his sister's ex-boyfriend, Romance Daniels, during a fight at her apartment at 910 Cypress Station Drive. Investigators are considering that shooting was self-defense. A Harris County grand jury will later determine whether the brother will face charges. Deputies rushed to another fatal shooting around 4:45 a.m. in the 11,000 block of Holly Hill Lane in northwest Harris County, after a woman said someone shot her son, Keith Long, 30, to death as he checked on their barking dogs. She found him at the front door and tried to save him. No suspects have been apprehended. The shooting on Apple Tree Hill Lane capped the deadly night. Richard called Valeesha Duncan, a real Southern girl from Louisiana. The two had known each other since high school in Rosenberg and were planning this week to buy back-to-school supplies for their son. Their son was not home with Duncan at the time of the shooting, Richard said. It hasn't hit him yet, Richard said. He just told me that he has mixed emotions right now. I mean, he's a kid. Police said they believe the shooter opened fire on Duncan as she got out of her vehicle. She was struck multiple times and several shell casings were found near her body, authorities said. Investigators went door to door checking for possible surveillance footage of the incident, while Sheriff Ed Gonzalez also pleaded for residents to check their surveillance cameras. Valeesha Duncan's death marks at least 84 homicides in unincorporated Harris County. Last year, 123 people were killed in what authorities deemed homicides. In Houston, police are investigating at least 280 homicides, more than triple the county's number. The deaths are a 30% increase from the 216 people killed at this point last year. This story really stuck out to me. 50 shots is very personal. Very personal. It's very angry. It's very personal. No one would ever need to shoot 50 times at someone unless it was personal. It would only make sense. I absolutely hate that this 11-year-old is now going to be without his mother. That bothers me more than anything. But 50 rounds, I am really hoping that someone has surveillance of the person. And I thought it was pretty sad that they didn't even really describe anything other than the dark car. That could be anybody. So, you know how police are. They do keep tight-lipped around the case at first. And I'm hoping that they can gather some kind of composite so that that can be put out there, because I really want to catch this guy. I really, really want to catch whoever is responsible for this. This is a terrible way to leave this world. A woman and 50 shots? Come on now. It just don't sound right. Something does not sound right about this. I'm going to stay on this one. And again, I want to thank Tammy for sending it to me. Thanks for watching, guys.